Hey everyone, welcome back to the JavaScript course. So in this video, we'll be exploring about JavaScript strings. And if you find this interesting, let's get started right away.
So in this video, we'll be exploring about strings inside of JavaScript. So inside my VS Code, I've opened up my index.html file, style.css file, as well as my script.js file. So there is some basic boilerplate code inside my index.html file and some basic styling inside my style.css file and some basic and a basic console.log message inside my script file. Okay, so now let's start exploring about strings in JavaScript. So strings essentially are basic characters from 0 to n inside of double quotes that we write it inside our JS file. So let's write our first string. Okay, so let's say hello JavaScript or hello world. Okay, essentially we are making use of a string variable, and then we are including it inside of double quotes. So this is one way of writing. So let's write const word equals to hello there. Yeah, so instead of using double quotes, we can even make use of single quotes, and then we can initialize strings. Okay, so the next thing, this is the basic initialization of strings in JavaScript. So the next thing we are looking into is the string methods that is present. Okay, so first one, let's write that down. So the first one is going to be to find out the string length. So to find the string length. Okay, so there is a built-in function inside of JavaScript. So let's say const string length equals to string.length. Okay, so that is the method. So let us console.log the value so that we can see what is the string length of the str value. So string length, let's go back to our web page and then check the value. Okay, it's showing string length is not a function. I think, yeah, we should not include the parentheses. Yeah, now it should work properly. Yeah, so there we are getting 12. So let's count that over 1 2 3 4 5. It's even the space is counted, so 6 7 8 9 10 11. Even the exclamatory mark is counted, so 12. So for the second one, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Yeah, so if you check out the second one, it's gonna be 11. So instead of a string, let's put word, string.length itself. This should be a word, right? Save the file, you should see 11 in the console. Yeah, so we are getting 11. So the next method is known as the slice method. So this is essentially used to cut the string, like up to how many ever characters we want, by passing the starting and the ending position. So slice method. Okay, so let's initialize a word. So const slice word equals to, let's say, apple, mango, come on, and banana. Okay, so next we are going to make use of the slice function. We are going to say const result equals to slice word dot slice. You're going to pass the first parameter, that is the starting position, that is, let's say, 7, and the ending position, let's say 13 for now. Okay, so the index value starts from 0. So 0 1 2 3 4 5, even the comma is counted, 6 and then 7. It's going to start from 7 and it's going to go until 13. So the way this works is the first thing is included and the second parameter is not included. So we're going to get the word from 7 to 12, right? So 7 8 9 10 11 12. So we are going to get mango with that comma. So okay, because 13th character is not counted, that is a space. So let's console.log the correct result. Okay, so yeah, let's see, it should be mango comma that space. Yeah, so mango, we are getting mango and then comma, because we sliced from 7 to 13, right? So that's the way the slice works. So just imagine you just don't give the 13 value, so it's going to slice out the remaining string, right? Let's try that out too. So now let's go check it out. So you're going to get fully, that is mango and then banana, if you don't provide the second parameter, that is the end position. Fine. So let's say we actually give a negative value over here, let's say -4. So essentially what happens if we give a negative value is it's going to slice from the backward direction, that is, it's going to take from here. Okay, so essentially -4 in the sense 0 1 2 3 4. So it's going to give it from that particular character. Yeah, so it's going to give NaNa, right? So it's going to slice down the characters from the backward direction and give up to that many characters we have given in the negative number. So that's the way the slice works. So next we're going to look into the next method, that is the substring method. Okay, so pretty much both of the slice method and the substring method are similar to one another. So let's say const substring equals to, let's not make use of that name, const word sub equals to hello class name. Okay, so let's say const value equals to, we're gonna say word sub dot substring. Okay, again over here also we're gonna pass the initial values and then we're gonna get the result. So console.log value. Okay, so let's go check out the console. We should get the characters like from 5 to 6. Okay, nothing is happening. Dot substring, is it the correct spelling? Let's check that out. So JavaScript substring. Okay, that is the correct spelling, but essentially it's not working out. Let's pretty much copy this piece of code and then paste it over here. Okay, string is already declared, so let us write string and change it over here to again string. Okay, from 0 to 10, let's check out the console.log. Yeah, so we are getting JavaScript as the correct output because it's slicing out from 0 to 10th value. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So of course 10th is not included, only from 0 to 9. So that's the reason we're getting JavaScript. So the next method we have is replace. Okay, so let's write that out. So replace method. Okay, so firstly let us write or form a sentence. There I work at Amazon. Let's say this is a basic sentence that we have. Now by making use of the replace method, okay, so we're gonna say const replace sentence equals to sentence dot replace. So the first word we're gonna pass is the word that we want to replace with. So let's say we want to replace Amazon. So Amazon, and instead of Amazon we're gonna say Apple. Right, so over here inside a sentence, wherever Amazon is there, it's going to be replaced with the string Apple. So let's give that a try out. So let's console.log the value. So it's going to be console.log replaced sentence. Okay, and then yeah, so it should give us here I work at Apple instead of Amazon. Yeah, so there you go. So this is the replace method. Here I work at Apple. So that's the way this replace works. Okay, so the next method we have is something called as to uppercase. Okay, so let's write that out. So to uppercase method. Okay, so first let us initialize a lowercase word. So const lower equals to let's give a sentence. So this is awesome. Okay, so now this sentence we need to convert it into the uppercase. Okay, so for that reason let's write const upper value equals to lower, and after writing the dot operator we're going to say to uppercase. We're going to use that which is built in instead of JavaScript, and then this should become everything capital letters, right? So let's console.log the value. So let's console.log upper value, right? So save the file. Yeah, so there you go. It is converting each and every character that we had inside our variable to uppercase value. So next method is pretty much the opposite, that is to lowercase. To lowercase method. Yeah, so this one let's write const upper equals to, let's write this is, okay, let's write everything in caps. So this is beautiful. All right, so now let's write const lower value, lower, come on, lower value equals to lower dot to lowercase method. Okay, so essentially this is going to give us everything in small letters. So console.log, we're going to see lower value. Okay, so save the file once, come back to the console. Yeah, so pretty much we are getting this is awesome in small letters. Yeah, so the next method we have is the concat method in JavaScript. Okay, so let's try that out. So over here, let's write concat method. Okay, so firstly we're going to initialize a text. So const text equals to, we're going to say good, and let's say const second text equals to morning. Okay, so let's write const concatenated text equals to, we're going to say text dot the concat method. Over here we're going to pass the second text. So essentially we're going to add good and morning, so it's going to give us good morning in the console. So let us console.log the required value. So it's going to be concatenated text and then save the file. So essentially it should give us good morning in the console. Okay, we are getting good morning, but I think there is a space error. Okay, it's not giving that space. So inside the concat method, let us add a default space. Okay, and give a space value, and then we are going to concat it with the second text again. So now we should see that space coming up in the console. There you go. So that was it about the concat method. So the next method that comes to my mind is the trim method. So let's write that over. Okay, so let's say const, we have a basic text. So let us write hello. So trim method essentially trims out the white spaces on the left side as well as the right side. So essentially we have both the space towards the left and right. So let us console.log, let us firstly trim the particular text. So const trim the text, yeah, equals to text.trim. So let's console.log trim text. Okay, so essentially it's going to give us, okay, but it is, should it give hello, or just a minute, why is it giving good? Is it correctly putting up the text? Nope. Let's comment this out for a minute. Okay, text is not defined. Let's see where is that happening. Okay, so this is gonna be basic text.trim, right? So basic text.trim, and then this is gonna be hello itself. Okay, essentially we're getting the same output, but that's not the right one. So we should see exactly if it has trimmed. So for that reason we'll be making use of the length property. Okay, so to check if it is correctly trimmed the correct number of characters, right? Let's apply more spaces. So over here, so let's console.log. So let's write a message which says before trim the value is going to be basic text. So it's also going to calculate the length, okay, even including the spaces as well. So the second one is going to be after trim. Okay, so after trim is going to be trim text. So for essentially after trim you should get 5, that is 1 2 3 4 5, because we are removing the space from the front as well as from the back. And the basic text is, it should give 5 plus the number of white spaces we have. Okay, so let's go check that out. Yeah, so okay, we are just printing the string, we need to print the length, my bad. So length and same goes over here, length. Yeah, so before we had 16, that is before trimming, and after trimming we have just 5, that is hello, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so that was it about the trim method. So the next one is something called as, we have start trim. So let's write that out. So let's say const start trim equals to, so this is basically, it's going to trim only the starting part of the text. Okay, let's write basic and const let's write after trim equals to start trim dot the start trim method, right? Okay, so instead of using that, let's just write start and then let's write start over here. Okay, so now essentially let's just pretty much copy that, and over here we're going to say start dot length. Here we are going to say after trim dot length. Let's give even spaces at the back. Okay, so this is going to be the same thing. So after trim, this is only going to cancel out the first part of the white space, right? Okay, start trim is not a function. Is the spelling right or wrong? Let's check that out. So start trim JavaScript. JavaScript trim start. Okay, it's going to be trim start, not start trim. Let's write that out. Okay, so yeah, now let's go check out the console once. Yeah, so there you go. After trim is going to be, before trim is going to be 12 and after trim is going to be 9. So the same way we have the second one, that is end trim. So yeah, pretty much you can go and try that out. It's going to be trim end. Yeah, so this is the method for end trim end for that particular string. So next we have another method, that is character add. So let's initialize a basic string. So const string value equals to, let's give a random word, let's say position. Okay, so let's console.log string value dot, yeah, so we have something called as character add. So here we need to pass the index value pretty much. So if you have given 0, so it's going to give us p as the correct output. Okay, yeah, so there you go, that is the correct value, that is p. So let's say you give 3 of 5, so 0 1 2 3 4 5, so it should give us I in the output. That is the index starting from 0 and the value we have passed is 5, right? So in the output, yeah, we are getting I. So that's one of the method. So let's try out other methods as well. So we have, yeah, even if we have the index of method. So if you write, let's say index of that particular value p, okay, it's going to give us 0 as the correct output. So there you go, we are getting 0. So that's the way everything works inside of string. That is the string methods. We learned how to initialize the string, that is by using single quotes or double quotes, and then we learned about different methods, that is a slice method, substring, the string length, a replace method, to uppercase method, to lowercase, the concat trim as well as start trim and trim, and some basic functions over here, that is index of the and then character add. Pretty much we have many other attributes as well, like ends with concat, includes like as soon as you write the dot operator, you're going to get different methods. Okay, you can try each one of it, and then you can pretty much explore out more to learn better with strings and to get better with strings. So I think that's it for this video. Let's see you in the next video, and then thank you for watching.